Have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? If it's something you've been putting off for a long time, but think maybe you'd like to, then I think maybe you should. Seriously. The idea has been sitting in the back of my mind for a long time. So maybe today is the day to stop overthinking it and just go for it. And you don't need any fancy equipment or perfect setup or $1 million idea that you think you know something nobody else has ever seen before. You just need yourself and a bit of consistency. My name is James White and I am on a 30-day challenge to upload a video to YouTube every day for 30 days, and hopefully in the process learn a bit more about what it's like to be a YouTuber. I've watched YouTube for a long time, but 12 days ago I decided to take the plunge and decided to start a YouTube channel for myself. YouTube is an incredible platform if you want to express yourself and share your journey and build a community. Also, you can make some extra cash further down the road if you get any good at it. But the best part is that there's room for everyone. But beyond that, YouTube can just be a great hobby, a bit of fun. And it's a good way to document your life, talk about what you like and connect with like-minded people, maybe that share your interests. Whether you make money at it or not, monetize and all that, the process of just sharing videos and learning the process is really good. But what holds most people back from starting a channel is probably, like me, the same hesitations that I had. Like, what if nobody watches? Or I don't have fancy equipment? Or I don't know what to talk about. Like, that's happened to me. Here's the thing. Every YouTuber, even the biggest ones, all started with 0 views, 0 subscribers, and a whole lot like me in the beginning, self-doubt. The difference is they just carried on and pressed record anyway and did their best. Trust me, I started like I am now with just my phone. No skills really of doing YouTube. And over 12 days, I've now got 146 subscribers. You might think that's not a lot. Some people might think that is a lot. Some people might think differently. But everyone starts somewhere and we're on a different journey. They all come from different places, you know. But I'll tell you what, every video that I make, it brings me one step closer to my goals. And the thing is, you will too. What I wanted to do though from day one was talk about myself and what I'm doing, and when I'm doing it, my plans, my hopes, my experiences, and also talk about my YouTube journey as well and what I'm doing along the way. When I first started, I didn't have much of a clue what I was doing, and I ran into problems like having enough storage on my phone, but eventually I figured it out. And by the way, you can buy extra memory for your phone, for most phones, and it's a lot cheaper than buying a new camera or a new phone. I mean, I was looking at that. But you don't need a fancy studio or perfect lighting either. I record outside. I use natural light unless it gets too dark, but sometimes I even get rained on, get wet, but that's okay. I mean, it's all in the name of making some art, isn't it? But if you're going to record though outside in the winter, I suggest any fancy equipment you're going to buy is probably a decent pair of wellies. So I started YouTube by giving myself a 30-day challenge to upload a video every day for 30 days. And I knew I was going to make mistakes, but I wanted to improve my skills and learn along the way. I mean, I would spend 30 days. The first 30 days is basically cutting my teeth in the YouTube world. I did make mistakes. I did make mistakes, but that's how you get better. One of the best things about being a YouTuber, as I call myself now, is engaging with subscribers. I mean, seriously, it's amazing that people bother to comment and talk to you, take the time out of their day to talk to you, and they ask questions and you engage with them. And you've got to value that, because they're also part of the journey. Because YouTube's not just about making videos, it's about building a community, because that's what you do with YouTube, you build a community. That's just the way it is, I think. I've learnt that, how important that is in this first 12 days. Okay, so let's break it down. So, how do you start making a YouTube video? Basically, you pick a topic, you talk about something you like to chat about, something that interests you, something you can talk about for hours, and then use what you have, like your phone or a camera. But don't go expensive camera, anything to do, and you press record. And don't try and wait for the perfect moment. Just make a video and get it done. My favourite saying is, "Done is better than perfect." That's Peter McKinnon's saying. You can use free software like CapCut or Canva to help you make thumbnails and editing equipment. The thing about YouTube is you'll find all sorts of variety of channels. I mean, there's all sorts: gaming, personal development, health, fitness, all sorts of channels. And there's space for everyone, and seriously, there's a space for you as well, and for me. I mean, there's all sorts of types of creators out there. There's big creators, small creators. Some are really polished. Some make amazing edited videos, and some are like me, just put up a camera and talk into it. Basically, just talk into it. I mean, what's the right thing to do? How you want to go? There's a lot of conflicting advice out there. I mean, I've watched YouTube for hours trying to work out the best way to go. Maybe that's what took me so long to start. I'm not sure. I mean, some of the advice is you should niche down, which make your interest as small as possible. And some say just be a generalist and make different videos, and you can change. And it's your channel, you can do what you want. I mean, the best piece of advice really is you just start. You're going to improve whatever you do. If you start, you'll find out what you want to do. You'll make improvements, small improvements every video, like tiny little increments. Find something you can make better. But it's one of the secrets really, I think, is to show up consistency. That's what I'm doing, is every day for 30 days. It's only a start for me, and I'm going to go past that 30 days, but at the moment, that's the challenge, that's the goal. But every video you upload is a step forward. And I wouldn't stress about things like the numbers of subscribers or watch hours and stuff. I know I talked about it the other day, but it's just part of the journey. The most important thing is to do the process and try and have fun doing it. I think if you're having fun, the people watching will see you having fun, and they'll enjoy your experience with you. I mean, a lot of for me, I'm finding a lot of what YouTube's about is about personal growth. I think dog's rolling the floor. I'm sure she's gonna, there she goes, get up now. I mean, I think I've learned a lot about communication, because as I'm thinking, I'm talking, and I'm developing that skill to sort of slow down as I'm speaking and think about what I'm talking and express myself. I mean, also the skills of things like editing. For me, I use CapCut. It's free. So with my videos, I try to make, if possible, single cut videos, so I'm not actually editing anything. I just upload it basically. But if the video I feel requires a cut, I'm going to put it in there. And if my memory goes, I'll make a cut. You know, I'll learn it. What else will you do learning? I say marketing, but it's not really marketing. It's like the skill I was thinking about earlier. I was put under marketing, but really you're learning about thumbnails and doing the titles and description. And it's basically things that the algorithm's going to pick up. People will see. People will it'll grab people's attention. What you're trying to do is grab people's attention, because no one knows you're there at first, and you want to say, "I'm here. Look at me," and I've got something to say. You'll learn that, I guess. I've learned as it's going along. For me, also, I had to I had to get better at time management, because I keep leaving these videos too late in the day to make videos. I could make them in the morning. What's stopping me is I'm not organising my day well enough. So you've got to be determined to manage yourself better. Also, confidence in front of the camera. You might think he's actually not that confident, but I'm probably better now than I was 12 days ago when I started. I mean, yeah, confidence is something I've I've got interviews coming up, and I think learning confidence, being better confidence, having better presence in the interview situation is going to present myself with more competence and confidence. And just looking at the video and practicing talking all the time, you know, I could maybe talk to people a little bit better. I mean, I've never been bad at talking to people. It's just that there's always room for improvement. So when's the best time to start a YouTube channel? Well, for me, it would have been probably 5-7 years ago. I mean, when I was thinking about it. But the second best time to start a YouTube channel, as they say, for me, was 12 days ago when I started it. And for you, if you haven't started one, it could be today. I mean, I've never had a YouTube channel, and as the saying goes, to get something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. You've got to step out of that comfort zone, maybe. Put yourself out there. Well, I did, the way I've done my channel. And yeah, basically, I mean, I was thinking also the biggest risk is not failing, it's maybe never taking the risk in the first place. And I think I was worried about failing at it, but I guess that failing, I've learned over the first week or so, is failing is part of the process. Making mistakes and doing things wrong and trying to cope with issues, it's all part of the process. I've heard that the big YouTubers, only 20% of the big YouTubers' videos are bringing in most of their profit, which means that 80% of even the big YouTubers' videos don't make the views that they were expecting. So I guess even at that level, they still have like successes and failures. So let's hope for all of us, you know. I mean, hopefully in time, maybe in a year from now, I'll look back and think how much I've learnt and at YouTube, you know, not just YouTube, but you know, the skills I've developed as well, you know, talking in front of the camera, gaining confidence and learning a bit more maybe about editing and how to make end cards and things like that. I'm learning as I go. So if you're thinking about making a video and starting a YouTube channel, today could be the day. I mean, I bumble through it. All you've got to do is basically pick up your phone, press record and start talking, basically, because there's a lot of people out there who, look at the dog, there's a lot of people out there who just waiting to hear your voice and what you've got to say. Yeah, if you do make a video, or if you've got this far, just let me know that you've come to the end of the video and you've watched the end of the video. If you do start uploading videos, let me know that as well. If you do start a channel, just let me know, because I'll be the first one to subscribe. So there you go, you have one subscriber at least, I'll be your first one. Just let me know. Anyway, basically, I want to talk about making videos today, and part of my channel is me talking about my YouTube journey and making videos, and the other part of me is talking about what I'm doing at the moment. And so, like I said, you haven't got a really niche, especially at the beginning. You just start, make the mistakes again, and make the mistakes again, and just keep going and keep learning. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. So if you've watched this far, please subscribe. I know it's not the right time to say that in the video. I've learned that. It's like further on earlier, but I always forget. And let me know if you make a video, and even if you don't, if you're whatever. Thank you very much for listening again. Speak to you soon.